Tyler Lee in action.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
It's sick. A little chilly, but it's going down.
We are looking at the roof of Africa, folks.
I can't believe we're gonna go to the top of that thing, dude.
19,341 feet. The Shining Mountain. And we'll be there in 3.5 days.
Really?
Yeah. Just blowing up the pillow for tonight's Camp 2, Shari Camp on the Machame route on Kilimanjaro. My name is Greg Morrissey. I'm the founder of Mountain Goat Movement. I'm from New Jersey, spent most of my life in an urban environment. I grew up in the outdoors. Now with Mountain Goat Movement, I try to be of service to my community and bring young people out on transformative adventures.
Here we are. What's it called again?
The Springlands Hotel, Moshi.
Yeah,
About an hour from the Machame route for Kilimanjaro. We depart tomorrow. Today is a rest day. Having some good food, drinking some good water. Let's have a day. Yeah. We have a small group, 2 current high school students, 1 recent college graduate, and then my good friend Tyler Lee from college.
I was scared to come. I broke my leg 3 years ago and wasn't quite sure that I could hike up a mountain, and I don't climb mountains. So when Greg asked me to come film, I was a bit nervous, but I thought, you know what? I need to do things that I'm scared of. I need to do things that are challenging because I know that every single thing in my life that's been really difficult has also been some of the most rewarding experiences that I've taken from or been part of.
We'll hike through all 4 seasons, summer through winter, and 5 different climate zones. So it's a very varied, impactful, depth-filled trip over the course of 7 days. It really is a life-changing, transformative experience.
I went on Kilimanjaro because it's an amazing experience and I wanted to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone.
I decided to come to Africa because I wanted to experience something more than I was getting back in New Jersey. And I feel like I knew that this trip was going to be something different, but I really don't think I knew what to expect exactly. And I was really looking for a different experience.
I came to climb Mount Kilimanjaro because I felt like I was missing a piece of my identity. I was a sports player all my life, played on teams, and after graduating from college and moving into the corporate world, I felt like I had missed that piece of my life of being active every day and being a part of a team, working with people, working through difficult things. And I felt like this was a perfect opportunity to not only test myself physically, but mentally as well, to prove to myself that I can still overcome challenges, but to also come together on a team and work with people as well to achieve a common goal, whatever that may be.
My name is Yese Isaac Lema. I am a mountain guide. I've been working as a mountain guide for 14 years and I've been on the top of Kilimanjaro for 540 trips. Mountain life is one of the mountains bring you close to God and you can have a big chance to mediate and talk with God because sometimes you can see no car, no any hospitals. But when you keep talking with God, when anything you do, you say, in God's plan, this is gonna get well. In God's name. So that's bringing me close to God always, and they make me happy always. Because as soon as I talk with God, the right time it will come, and I will say, this is the answer of my prayers back there. So I'm really happy to stay and live the life of mountain.
Registering. You think you're gonna learn anything?
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna learn a lot. Not only about this, but I think about myself too.
Are you excited, Will?
Yeah, it was a 20-hour long flight, yeah.
I feel great. I'm excited, nervous, a lot of emotion. It's taken a couple months to get to this point, so just excited to get started.
Everyone is super and great. And here's Dory.
Hello. Hi.
And there's Jackson.
Jackson's ready.
Strong mind, strong heart. Just dream it, don't think it. Power to the people.
Let's go.
Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Power to the people.
You know, right now it feels awkward because we're breathing differently. We're walking slower than normal. Problem is, if you move too quickly today, you'll feel great, but then by day 3, you're gonna be zonked. Over the next couple days, this will become our norm. And when it becomes our norm, that's when you really have time to think and reflect. And you just kind of let your thoughts come and go throughout the trip. It's just walking and breathing, taking in this beautiful place. And it becomes this really reflective spiritual experience. I've established some meaningful relationships with our team of porters, primarily the head chief porter, Yessi. And every time I connect with Yessi, I learn something from him. I learn about how joyful life can be. And I think being here in Tanzania and on Kilimanjaro allows me to reframe my own life in the US and think about things that I'm grateful for and kind of an understanding that you don't need much to do a lot.
Here we are, day 2.
Machame Camp,
Slept in there. Yeah. And if you look over Greg's shoulder here,
that's where we're going.
we're going right up there.
The top of the shining mountain, Kilimanjaro, or as the Maasai say, the house of God. 30 miles away at another 10,000 feet.
Wow.
Ready to rock and roll? Yes. Okay, let's go. Follow Dory. Day 2.
First of all, with my team, we have become more than brothers or more than families, because this is very, very important things to have a good team chemistry. And to have a good team chemistry, you should be to make sure you can connect those people by big things which we call love and prayers. Because when you love someone, you should take care for this person.
Something I never felt before.
This is awesome. I think it's great to see folks from all over the world climbing Kilimanjaro.
Thankful for one moment at a time.
Yes. Yes, yes, A.
Yes.
Yes. In the top of Kili. I reach out for a buena.
Sante Sana. Camp 2.
So like in your face. It's here.
Yeah, it is. It's right here. Feeling good. Not many trees out here. We're in a cloud. And that's that.
This is as good as it gets. We have chicken, veggies and rice, string beans, banana, zucchini soup.
Thank you.
Ah, thank you, brother. We're at almost 13,000 feet. Camp 2. The perfect man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
Amazing.
Yourself?
Great.
Today we're gonna sing It Is a Safety Rock. Tumaini sina ila damu yake Bwana, sina wema wa kutosha, zambi zangu kuziosha, o kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Super duper. Today's your day 2. Day 3, sorry.
We're about to go to Lava Tower, then Bronco Wall. Going high up, higher than base camp, and then we're going low to sleep. So
It's an important day to acclimatize, and it'll probably be our most difficult day to date, but I think we're excited and ready.
let's get it.
Are you excited and ready,
Pumped.
Brennan?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna have to admit to you guys, I wasn't as ready, but I've been coached by team leader Greg to take it one thing at a time and to
Yes.
breathe.
Moments.
One moment at a time has got me to this point right now.
And we are not thinking about those situations. It's our dream to be to the roof of Africa. And we are ready for that. We power ourselves to bring ourselves to the top of Kilimanjaro.
It begins. Strong heart, strong mind. Very slow, pole pole.
Ndiye mwamba ni salama, njia yangu iwe ndefu. Yeye unipa wokovu, mawimbi yakinipiga.
nguvu zake ndizo nanga, o kwake Yesu nasimama. Ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama.
I find great joy with mountain goat movement. Obviously, I love being outside, especially with friends and family, and challenging myself. But what I have found to be very life-giving and rewarding is bringing young people out into these wild places and seeing them overcome challenges and obstacles, and seeing them come to particular understandings of themselves while finding joy in these beautiful places. And so I think, you know, that whole idea kind of resonates with the McCandless quote about, you know, happiness is only real when shared. Like, the outdoors is a vehicle, activities are a vehicle to cultivate lifelong bonds of meaning and value.
So hard today. Everyone's digging so deep, barely vertical. We're at like 14,700. Just 1 foot in breath. It'll be okay. What a rowdy hike.
Good times.
Ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama.
The motto of Mountain Goat Movement is to find your peak, which means to not necessarily do more, but to be more. And I think whenever we go out on these wild adventures and we have to work in a team and overcome obstacles with others and within ourselves, we're able to become a version of ourselves that we want to be. And it's not necessarily this lifelong chase, but it is certainly a pursuit of leveraging relationships and the great outdoors to become better people and better servants of the communities and the families that we're a part of.
Came from camp down there. Okay. We're going. I'm officially worked. Oh, crushing it. Didn't think I was gonna go anywhere today. Guess he got us up here. We're going farther, one thing at a time.
Tukaja machami geti, tukaja machami hati. Na leo tuko Shira, tutaenda Lava Tower. Tutapita na Baranko, tukiwa wote pamoja. Tutafika na Karanga, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Ndiye mwamba ni salama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Ndiye mwamba ni salama.
Here we are, top of the Bronco wall. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about a day and a half away from our summit pit, which is very exciting. The summit is in view and close, attainable.
Summit of Kilimanjaro. Thanks to Yessi, Jackson, and Dory. I wouldn't be here. I feel
Fighting a lot of internal demons right now,
so much so.
but at least his face is covered in sunscreen.
Yes, he got me dialed in. I have never seen it, but it's probably really white.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Not gonna get burned. Yes, he takes that seriously. Jackson drug me up the hill. This guy stuck with us the whole time. Blue tent. We're not there yet, but we're gonna get there. So that was the end. As far as we made it. And then we gotta go. It's time to go now. So, till the next time.
On day 4, Tyler and I were just not feeling good. Tyler had developed fluid in his lungs, which is a sign of the early stages of high altitude pulmonary edema. And for me, I have been combating Lyme's disease for the last 8 to 10 months. But unfortunately, on the 4th day of our hike, the Lyme's disease reared its ugly head and it caused some vertigo and intense stomach pain, being disoriented. I was just completely out of it. Yessi made a really timely decision to have a helicopter flown into Camp 4 to pick up Tyler and I. For the first time ever in 14 years, as the leader, the caretaker, the provider for all things Mountain Goat, I did not complete the project, which was unexpected and disappointing at first. So to have this happen to us, kind of like we had to pivot. Upon reflection over these last couple days, it was the best thing that could have happened to me. And we've learned so much about each other and about ourselves in ways that, you know, I wouldn't be able to learn what I've learned over the last 48 hours had I made it to the summit. Us not summiting forced us, for the first time probably in a while, to synthesize and process our relationships, our experience in Africa, our work, all of it, and just pause.
This experience for me has been a full spectrum experience. I had the idea of summiting and we didn't. I have this unbelievable peace, even though we didn't complete the mission. And that's where it's like kind of cool to be open-minded to just doing one thing at a time where you are and experiencing that.
I'm learning firsthand right now that we often learn more from our quote-unquote failures than our successes. Fortunately, the 3 young men who are part of this trip, Dylan, Brennan, and Will, because they were healthy and they were safe and there's an infrastructure in place by the 15+ porters on our team, they were able to continue on and make their summit bid. They understand the objective at hand. They have the skills, talent, and mentality to get to the top of Kilimanjaro, give it their best effort, and come down safe.
Our guide, Yessi, he is an inspiration and he is a leader. And he is a special, special person. Sometimes the unexpected outcome happens, but it's the outcome that was meant to be. God had a plan for the trip, and this was the plan.
So for me, you know, there was 5 days up the mountain, so many different ecological zones, and eventually, after 5 days of hiking, I made it to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I summited on Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. An extremely difficult, I would say the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was to basically crawl to the top of that mountain. That was the end result. Learned a lot of lessons about myself in through that moment. Two of the main points I think from this trip that I learned about myself, one of them in being that, you know, just how small I am in this world. The second thing that I learned was how unexpected life can be.
I ended up summiting Kilimanjaro, and it's an accomplishment I won't ever forget.
I really learned a lot about myself and a lot about other people. Coming here was out of my comfort zone. It was really different for me, and I was really looking for something more. I was looking for an adventure, but something that was going to really teach me about life. And coming out here, I can really say, coming out of this experience, I really learned a lot more about myself and other people. When you're out there and it's just you and the mountain, you're given that time to just kind of reflect on your life and reflect on the things back home and really realize how like minimalized everything is. And the people here, the people of Tanzania, they were so welcoming, they were so kind to you. It was just so different, because everybody back home, everybody's got their own lives going on, everybody's got their own movement, and you know, out here everything's kind of just focused on you and other people and, you know, how you feel, and they're always asking how are you doing, how, you know, do you need this, do you need that? And that's a very, I feel, important thing that I feel like we should all kind of bring back to our society, because it's not just about how you feel or what you're going through, but it's also making sure that other people around you are being lifted up by you. And that's kind of something big that I learned.
Oi, oi, Kilimanjaro.